Hello everyone and welcome to a Farming Sim 17 tutorial. Today we are talking about sheep. Let's go into our animals menu. Here are the sheep on this left side. If you have any questions about buying or selling sheep, if you have any questions about giving them water, please refer to my tutorials on those topics. This will only be about sheep, how to feed them, and how to sell their wool. So first of all they need is hay or grass. Really simple. Hay, grass, whichever one. Note that you do not have to give them both. This, the comma, this here means that you have the option. So whatever's easier for you, whatever you have more of, give them hay, give them grass. Just feed them. Of course, they do need water, or else it will be 0% productivity no matter how much you feed them. So here, just to show it quickly, is some hay. That's what I've chosen. Of course, you can do grass. Unload it right in the food trough. And that's it. That's all they need for food. Here is their food. Here is their water, right next to each other. Around the corner here is where you can buy or sell them, in this square here. And this is where the money's at. They do breed. They breed pretty slowly. Right now I have 40 sheep, and they're at a production rate of 1 per day, basically, 1 every 24 hours. You can see in contrast I have 25 pigs and they reproduce every 6.5. Sheep will sell for $1,600 per sheep, however, which is a little more than the pigs actually, but that's not really where the money is. The money is here in the wool. When you get their production up, they will start producing wool automatically and it'll be collected here. In previous games, it would only do 1 pallet, and then you'd have to take that pallet off to continue production. In this game, it's really nice because they let you do 6 pallets before it's full. You can see in the top right, it says no more space to place wool pallets. So if I want to continue production, I have to remove at least 1 of these pallets. Otherwise, it's going to just stay at 0. Once you get the pallet, and I'll show all this in a little bit. Once you get the pallet, you're going to sell it down in the southwest corner at the spinnery. So it's kind of right in the, it's basically straight south of the sheep, and you'll just take it there. If you want to see the price of wool, you can go over to here, go to the right a little bit. Here's the spinnery, and right now it's at $8,000. And I've seen that go as far as 10 or 11. So you can get some really good prices for wool. So to remove these pallets, you are going to need you're going to need a pallet fork. So whether you want to attach a front loader to your tractor, or you want to buy a skid steer or a wheel loader or a front loader, however you want to do it, get something with a pallet fork and then just pick it up. So if you just want to remove these to continue wool production, obviously you don't have to sell them. As long as you get them out of this square that they're in, or this rectangle they're in. I'm doing some poor pallet forking. There. As long as I remove it from the square, the rectangle, it'll start production again. So pretty soon a little new pallet will pop up there. So I can just like put these to the side. I can drive this all the way to the spinnery if I want. And there, you can see this has started production now. I like to use the trailer here. This is actually under baling technology. It's this bale trailer is used to transport bales. It works really nicely for wool. So I always have one dedicated just for wool that I keep here, and then I can unload it whenever it gets full, and then I can basically fill up the bale trailer and just take one very profitable trip into the spinnery. So all you gotta do is set it down. And then of course with this game it's really nice because they have bale straps. So if you go up to it, you'll get this, and you can fasten tension belt. So on the computer it's R, and then it probably will not fall off. It ties them down really nicely. And then you can attach it up to your tractor, whatever you want. And we will skip ahead. I'm just going to drive straight south again to the spinnery. Okay, so there's the spinnery on our map. We're getting close. I do want to point out that the belt right there works really well. I did some jumps on the way down, and it did not budge. So yeah, get the trailer, use those. I could of course have probably, what, 6, 7, 8 pallets on there, as long as I have a tractor big enough to pull it, and then you can just take one trip instead of just one pallet at a time. I'm doing one pallet at a time right now just for the sake of the video, obviously. So once you get to the spinnery, you'll see this parking space here, this little yellow rectangle again. If you're not seeing these yellow zones, go into your options, and right here, interactive zone markers, turn those on, and then you'll be able to see where these things need to go. Drive this in. You don't need to unload it, just drive it in, and you'll see my money starts going up. It'll start selling it, and I made 16,000 because that again, this price here is per 1,000 liters, and now the demand is going down, which is unfortunate. This would be a good time to have more than one, but that's okay. Still a pretty profitable business. So that is the sheep. They don't need straw, just grass, water. Keep them clean. I guess I can show you my little tip for cleanliness. I use a belt, this thing, because you can drive it, and then whenever I want to clean, I can just come over here and it'll dump it right back into the trough. And if that trailer wasn't there, there you go, and it picks it up off the ground, and it kind of makes cleanliness a little easier since it's kind of a pain. So that should be everything about sheep. Just make sure you keep collecting wool and don't let it get full, or else they'll stop production. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to leave a comment below. Like and or dislike if you feel like it, subscribe if you feel like it, and of course have yourselves a very nice day if you feel like it.